This is Kilo, and I recently took a trip down to the mall with my family where we stepped into Barnes& and Noble, where my daughters wanted to pick out a couple of books. And as they were finding their books, I wandered over to the toy and novelty section, like I always do when I'm there, and I found this shelf full of puzzles, and one of the puzzles that caught my eye is this lock and key puzzle. And as I flipped over the box, I saw this 3-star difficulty, and I said challenge accepted, and I purchased it and brought it home with me. So as I'm unpacking it, I wanted to go ahead and fire up the camera to go ahead and share this with my subscribers. I know it's not my normal style content, as it's not really a locksmith video, but it is a lock, and it's a cool little puzzle. Maybe some of you guys might even have picked this up, and it might be super difficult. I have no idea. I haven't really tried this yet. I just went ahead and unpacked it and fired up the camera. So, if you do have this, you can follow along with me and watch me either succeed or fail on film. So, let's find out how good I am of a locksmith to attack a puzzle. So, the package doesn't really come with anything other than the padlock and 2 keys. So I dumped everything out here, and it says Locked Up, the Cell Block series. It has illustrations and photos of notorious gangsters such as John Dillinger, Al Capone, and others. And it's made by Project Genius. Brain Teasers Evolved. So if you don't have a Barnes & Noble near you, you can go ahead and look them up and possibly order this. And it says Locked Up. Give them the slip by unlocking the locked up trick lock. Breaking out of this lock isn't as easy as turning a key. This puzzle includes 2 metal keys, only one is needed to open the lock, and an unusual padlock that only wise guys can crack. Difficulty 3 out of 4 stars. As a side note, this double use of the "and" made me question my reading ability just now, and I feel like that's maybe a tactic you're using to make this more difficult, to make me question everything I have ever known about anything. But I will say that as a locksmith, I do have an extensive knowledge on warded padlocks. So, in a way, many older warded padlocks could be seen as puzzles. Really, all locks can be seen as puzzles. But if you guys haven't already checked out my skeleton key video, you can go ahead and check it out right here. I kind of give you a really brief summary of warded locks, bit and barrel keys, kind of a history on them. And I kind of touch on it a little bit, but with warded locks, once they realized that people could pick them or impression them fairly easily, with similar methods that locksmiths use today, they decided to start building them with false keyways, hidden keyways, ornamentation. There were different measures that they took to try and make it harder for somebody to pick or impression a warded lock. So, looking at this lock, the first thing that really catches my attention as a locksmith is this little piece of ornamentation on the front. I feel like that's going to play a role here. Now, it does come with these 2 keys. It says only one is needed, so I'm guessing one is just a duplicate. They look identical. So one doesn't look like a trick key. They don't come apart in any way, so we'll go ahead and assume that that's just a duplicate in case we lose this one, similar to a normal padlock that you pick up where it comes with 2 keys. So there's nothing special about it. The cuts don't really look, intimidating. So it does say that we need one of them to open the lock. So being that it is a lock, I would hope that we would have to use a key somehow. But we'll set that aside and we'll take a look at this lock here. It is locked and it has these rivets here, and they correspond with so these go all the way through. So I'm guessing that these hold the body together, these four. This one kind of threw me off for a second, but I see that the shackle is in the way, so it looks like they moved them over. These four, I would guess, keep this all together. But these three are kind of funny. This piece, though, is really interesting. You can't press it. Can't really pry up. Almost feels like you can pry it. Let's see. Is there a way to... It presses... kind of presses in. No. Huh. Slide... No. It doesn't move. So... I know it moves, though. Like, it moves a little bit. So... I want to say that this is going to play a massive role in this lock, as this was a tactic used on warded locks in the past, where they made, secondary measures to not just use a key, but also there was another step in opening the lock. So, looking at the back here, I don't know, does this look crooked to you guys? I guess it moves. It doesn't really want to go straight. Kind of jiggles a little bit. So looking at that and looking at these three rivets, these four, you can see these rivets go through the lock body. So, but these three don't. And they're not in a specific triangle pattern. There's not four of them, and they don't go through, so these correspond with something behind him. I know this. I just know it, okay? Because that's a weird pattern for a lock. Because there's no reason. I don't know, maybe I'm just overthinking because of those two ands that destroyed my brain just now. But it seems like this being crooked and this being off slightly, it almost makes me think that something moves inside. So let's go ahead and try the key. We'll go ahead and turn him, and he's still locked. Go ahead and turn him this way, and he stops. So normally clockwise would be the way to unlock, and nothing. So if we're right and we have him unlocked, this may correspond. So he's kind of slanted, so it would go this side. So, oh, look at that. Ha! I knew it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I knew this was gonna now look, now he's straight. Now when the shackle's not in, look at that. Now he's straight up and down. So, okay, yeah. So when we have him unlocked, that's only one step. It frees up this mechanism here to slide back, grab onto the shackle, and because the shackle is now in its way, it makes it look a little bit slanted. So Now he goes, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, because that was bothering me, the fact that it was crooked. And these 3 rivets here. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. This is actually similar to the tactics they use to prevent people from being able to easily open these padlocks. You know, in case you did steal someone's key, or you did impression the key, you would turn it like I did in the beginning and say, okay, why it's just not unlocking? Maybe it's broken, and then take off. Okay, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's I guess that's all there is to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can feel free to leave a like, or this isn't really my normal type of content. I normally do locksmithing, lock picking, and DIY videos, but this is just kind of something fun that I just decided to film after I got back from the mall. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are having a good day. It's my day off, so I'm just enjoying being free from the world of locksmithing. But hope you guys are having a nice day, and thank you for watching.